we're solving problem 16 from the AMC 10B from 2019. In triangle ABC with the right angle at C, point D lies in the interior of AB and point E lies in the interior of BC, so that AC is CD, DE is EB, and the ratio AC to DE is 4:3. What is the ratio AD to DB? So, we have a right angle at here, at point C. This is rather roughly the triangle. This is D here. I forgot to label it, but that's fine. And this is E. Now, what we can do here, let's just find out what we know, because it's just that we might have I just have a bit of a hunch that this might be a right angle, but we need to prove it otherwise. So set this angle to be X. Since this is 90, then this has to be here 90 minus X. 90 minus X there. And, well, how do we continue? Okay, this is, kind of where the assumptions, kind of go in. So, what do we know? So, let's just start off with the ratio AC to DE is 4:3. AC to DE is 4:3. This might be pretty confusing, but how I look at this is that we just set them to be numbers, 4 and 3. This makes things a lot easier. Now, if that's true, we can go back now. DE is EB. If DE is EB, then this also is 3. And AC is CD, so AC is CD. This is 4 here. Now my suspicions are really getting high, because 3, 4. If it's a right angle, it's a 3, 4, 5 triangle. But now that we've proved that, well, since there's a 4 and 4 here, and there's a 3 and 3 here, these are isosceles triangles, so that means this angle must be congruent to this angle. This is X, and this is 90 minus X. And when we sum these two angles up, we get 180 minus 2x. So in order for this to be 180, we got 2x. And similarly here, if it's 2x, we want 180 minus 2x. And yeah. Now since there's 2 x's here, this angle has to be 180 minus 2x. In order for it to be a triangle, now, this has to be 2x, and, yeah, so, actually, anyway, so, we know that this is an isosceles triangle. Now, I might have messed this up a bit, but let's just, check. So, we can actually use this here. We don't really need to use this. X and 90 minus X, we know that this is a straight line. So X plus 90 minus X is 90. So the remainder of the angle has to be 90 degrees, which conveniently it is. So this is only 90 degrees. We don't need any more of this angle stuff now. That was all to prove that this is 90 that this is a right angle. So therefore, it's a right triangle there. That's pretty good for us. And that's really good, because we know that this is 3. If this is 3, this is a 3, 4, 5 triangle in which the length BC is 8. Well, this is actually we're in a good position here. We're making some progress. Now, what we want to do is we want to kind of figure out the hypotenuse length. So, we see that this is basically a scaled up version of, well, let's just not do that first. Let's just solve for this. This is going to be square root 80, because that's 8 and that's 4. The squares of those are 80. We have to take the square root. This is the square root of 80, or, so we have the square root of 80. We want to break it up. I just like to break up the small squares first. In this case, we see that a 4 can be broken up. this is going to, so a 4 can take out, this is 2 root 20. Yes. And then another 4 can be taken out. This is 4 root 5. And now we have this relationship. Yeah, this is true. 4 root 5. That's pretty cool. We have the hypotenuse discovered. Now we want to redraw it in a way. We still have 4 something. Now, we don't know if this is actually 4, so let's just use it in variables, 4x, 5x, and 3x. Since it's that point right there, there's a right angle, it's not that drawn to scale, but we don't really want these lines anymore. No more of those lines. Since there's this point here, we can sort of draw a thing here, and we can make a triangle like this. Since this is 4 root 5, we already know the hypotenuse is going to be a multiple of 5. The entire length is this. But if we can find one of these lengths, then we're good. Let's just count on this one, because this is a similar triangle in due contrast to this large one. When we solve that, this is going to be essentially 3 of something, 3 of x. And since the remaining thing here is going to be 2x, our ratio is going to be 2 to 3, or 3 to 2, whatever you want to call it. That's our answer.